It started like a text you don't want to ignore, a single line that changed the morning. Joe Flacco is headed to Cincinnati. Wait, Joe Flacco, the veteran, the Super Bowl winner, suddenly back in the middle of a playoff conversation? What just happened, and why did nobody see this coming? Reports are now confirming the Bengals picked up Joe Flacco from the Browns in a surprise trade. But this isn't your typical backup comes-in story. There's a twist, and that twist could reshape the next few weeks for the Bengals, the Browns, and even your fantasy roster. Keep listening, because the reason behind this move goes deeper than it looks. Why bring in Flacco right now? On paper, it's simple. The Bengals need help. But behind the scenes, this move screams strategy, not desperation. Flacco isn't just another veteran. He's one of the few active quarterbacks with playoff DNA. And that's exactly what the Bengals need when the stakes are rising. Curious yet? Here's what we know. The trade sent Joe Flacco to Cincinnati for draft considerations. Pretty standard. But what's not standard is why it happened. The Bengals quarterback room has been in trouble. Burrow's injury concerns, inconsistent backups, and a playoff window that's closing fast. They couldn't afford to gamble on inexperience anymore. So why Flacco and why now? Because what the Bengals bought isn't flash, it's control. Flacco's strength is composure under chaos. He doesn't panic, doesn't chase highlights. He reads, he delivers, and he manages the game. That's the quiet kind of leadership you can't coach, especially when your team's confidence is wobbling. Think about it. Every team wants a star, but when your season's on the line, you want someone who won't collapse when the pressure spikes. That's what Joe Flacco represents right now. A veteran with enough scars to stay calm when everything else is breaking down. Here's where it gets interesting. This move also changes how the Bengals' offense might look. Expect shorter throws, more controlled drives, and fewer unnecessary risks. That's not just a safe style. It's smart football when your roster's beat up. And for fantasy players, it means value shifts. Dependable route runners, the slot receivers, tight ends, suddenly matter more. Big play deep threats? Maybe not so much this week. Meanwhile, on the Browns side, this trade clears the deck. They can focus on younger quarterbacks, plan for the next draft, and experiment without a veteran shadow in the locker room. It's a subtle shift, but it signals that Cleveland's front office is thinking long-term, not just short-term wins. So here's the real takeaway. This trade isn't about numbers, it's about timing. The Bengals didn't pick Joe Flacco because of what he was. They picked him because of what they need right now. Stability, leadership, and a voice in the huddle that says, "We've been here before." For fans, it's nostalgic, watching a Super Bowl MVP walk back into the spotlight. For players, it's reassurance. For the front office, it's a calculated bet that experience can buy time for recovery, and maybe, just maybe, sneak them into the postseason with their confidence intact. So the next time someone says, "Why Flacco?" remember this. It's not about rewriting the season. It's about surviving it. Sometimes the smartest play isn't the flashiest one. It's the one that keeps the lights on just long enough for the comeback to begin. If you want more in-depth updates, player analysis, and real-time reactions as this story unfolds, hit subscribe, and let's see if Joe Flacco's return to the field becomes one of the most unexpected storylines of the year. Because sometimes, the quietest trades end up making the loudest noise.